Now, South Africa's judiciary comes under the spotlight today as Chief Justice Mandisa Maya releases the annual performance report. It will outline how the country's courts have served the public and where they have fallen short. Maya will also deliver an address on the state of the judiciary, including progress toward full independence. Let's bring in Newzroom Afrika's Qaanitah. She joins us in studio. Good morning, Qaanitah. It's great to see you. This shortage of judges and the impact that it has in terms of delaying justice will surely be the very top of what Justice Mandisa Maya has to say today.
Absolutely. This report comes on the back of the judiciary meeting with President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier this year in June. There was a very big meeting where it was confirmed and announced that the judiciary will be completely independent when it comes to their finance. Remember, how the system worked before was that it had to go to the executive, the Department of Justice, to say, we need this amount of money and we need this amount of money. Then it would have to go to the Public Works Department to say, you need to maintain this court and give us telephones and internet in that court. And so the system of how the architecture of the law and how the judiciary is financed created a whole lot of bottlenecks and a whole lot of inefficiencies. And Justice Mandisa Maya, when she took over, has made that priority. The administration of the courts is an important one. Now, there's been consistent, Michelle, cuts when it comes to the budget, and simply the judiciary cannot keep up to the demand that on it. We know of the delays in the South Gauteng High Court. There was incredible details of how cases enrolled, civil cases enrolled this year will only be heard in about 2 years' time. So there's a litany of problems. At the same time, we saw protests from magistrates earlier in the year in terms of how they are paid. So this report is absolutely important in terms of what actually were the breakthroughs in terms of the finance, and how are they going to rectify the issues of efficiencies, because that results in a backlog of cases. And the problem that Justice Maya spoke about previously is that justice has not only have to be done, but it has to be seen to be done. And that can't happen when there's no budget.
And the criticism of how the courts are run, the Constitutional Court itself, the apex court, will not be without that criticism.
Absolutely, because of those delays there. And some of it is administrative and some of it is financial. And so what is the solution and how are they going to make it work? And so she has a definitive pot of money and she has to implement these reforms. So I will be paying attention and probably come back to update our viewers in terms of what was announced and what would those reforms look like.
Very, very important briefing, and as we wait for the Chief Justice to release this annual performance report. Qaanitah will be tracking that story for us.